Hey, my chickadees. How y'all doing? Whew, it's been a Monday. I tell you, I am ready to do a little playing, and I just don't have no playing in me. Okay, today is day 48. Somewhere we got off on our count, but today is day 48. Okay. All right. And I have about one page that didn't have anything done to it. Let me see if we can put something on here. And I need some more ink in my printer. Most definitely do. Well, they burn it. That's just a crying shame. Crying shame. It just didn't print out pretty, so we're just going to do something else. Because I don't want to mess that up. We'll just pick this up and do a little glue book and start out with. And we might try to see if we can color in that and make that better. Oh. I've got my glue book page, but I don't want to do the color one. I just want to do the regular glue book one. Let's see if this page will fit on here. I was going through and finding some of my stuff, and I thought, oh, I need to put her down. Then I found that paper, and I thought, don't she look pretty with that paper? So why don't we use her? And I like that part and that part around her. And that would look good. So we could tear the middle out here. And then put this behind it like so. Put her like that. That looks good. Yes, it does. Nope, I think we'll do that. Hey, Marty. Did you go to the sale tonight? I didn't. I stopped in for just a hot minute and then got sidetracked with some stuff here. I had to attend the boys' senior party. Hey, Cindy. I had to attend his senior trip parent meeting. Get that handled. I got too much light on. There we go. Oh, Lord, the world's done got dark. Hold on a second. Pardon my reach. I'm going to reach around and over and everywhere else. Well, y'all can't count. I got disco lights going, y'all. Oh, there we go. Whew. Lord have mercy. Now I'm blinded myself. I'm blinded by the light. Oh, Lord, it wasn't the right light. I feel like that little gremlin. Bright light, bright light. Hey, Miss Beth. Well, I started when I came on saying that I just was having one of them Mondays. So I thought I'd just, start out doing a little glue booking, get the juices flowing a little bit. And I was going through because I wanted to find me my collage, my other book I had. What do you call that book? You sketch in it. Mm-hmm. Well, anyhow, that book that you paint in and crap. So I wanted to find it, so I found it. Cindy, you survived Monday? Well, hallelujah. Hallelujah. We survived this coming off the full moon Monday. I'm glad those 3 days are over. This is that matte medium stuff. It's okay. Crap. Glued it upside down. I put the matte medium on the bottom, on the top. Lord, we see what kind of day this is going to be. Is the volume and stuff okay? Cause let me tell you what I did. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Dana's in here. You okay, Dana? How you doing? You got that water thing under control? Okay, thank you. Cause what had happened was I was sitting over here and I was working on the stencil, just trying to get my oomph up. And I was just patting away. My son come in here talking to him, and I swear I know he hit it, but maybe I was pouncing too hard. Could have been. They kind of make you pounce hard sometimes. And next thing I know, everything in the world falls down on top of me, knocks my Coke over. Where does my Diet Dr. Pepper go? All in my keyboard. So, I don't have an IT person to call. I am the damn IT person. So I had to try to cut the keyboard off, dry it out. Well, everything came on. It was working. Then all of a sudden, I just didn't have no volume. Just no volume. Couldn't cut the volume up. It kept going down. I was like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. So now I had to borrow my son's keyboard so I could come on live tonight, which means I've got to buy another keyboard tomorrow because I know I killed that keyboard because let me tell you, my Diet Dr. Pepper was full. When we got finished, it was under half empty. It was more than half empty, which means I got at least a half of a Yeti 32-ounce cup. This big cup here, I got half of it in my keyboard. And we all know that ain't good. I do believe we can say a little prayer for the keyboard because it is no longer functioning. Just no longer functioning. Miss Beth Dana, have y'all heard from Becca? Is she doing okay? I hadn't heard an update or anything, and been praying. I could keep the keys and use them in junk journaling, would you? Whiz, I'd rather use them as a damn keyboard. But yeah, I understand. I mean, make the best of the situation, huh? On aisle 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I haven't talked to her either. Can we see? Okay, yeah. I might need some help with this. Oh, let me show you what I did. Okay, so After last night, I decided, I might need to watch some videos. So I watched some videos while I was doing all that investigating those charts today. I'm glad I did because I needed some breathing moments, It's not my computer system if you don't do what you're supposed to do that easy. But anyway, um, I watched some. And I got educated on it. I was like, oh, yeah. After I watched it, I remembered. Then I learned something cool. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to try that. So I'm going to try it with some stuff. So then I got to thinking, well, could I use that translucent texture paste and the other texture paste with the embossing on my tissue paper? And then they was doing flocking and stuff on Miss P and Myra's channel, P&M Studios. She was doing her, I think it was the color challenge, I believe, maybe. I didn't get to watch her. I had to go back and watch the replay because, they kept expecting me to work today. So I'll have to go back and check that replay. But anyway, that looked cool. So I thought, ooh, could I do some flocking on my tissue paper? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Lord, it just makes you pray all day. Makes you pray. Count your blessings. You think you got it bad. Ooh. Just bless it, Jesus. Okay, trying to make sure I got everything glued down. I'm going to pull the paint out. Look, I'm using that. I've been hoarding this whole time. I know, you just had to just pray. They get that age and you just pray when they walk out the door. Now, I want to see, that is, I think I want to pick up a little bit of that color, knock this color down. I'm going to bring in some of that blue. And I think if we take that cerulean blue, because I don't. Oh, I might have some of this craft paint. If I take this color, what color is this? Cobalt. And if I take the cobalt and mix it with the navy, What's that going to do for us? As much as that collage, this little thing is not going to last that long. I was looking at my junk journals because, hubby says I got to get rid of them. Okay. But anyway, hubby says I got to get rid of them. So, they're over there in the box, and I was trying to look through them. And over the last year, especially when I started doing, because last year was my experiment word. I was experimenting. Yeah, that's that same color there. And frame it out with that a little bit, I think. Okay. Oh, y'all can't see that side, can you? There you go. All right. That's a little too light blue right there, ain't it? Just a little bit darker, more periwinkle. All right. All right. Hey, Goldie. I got in the middle of trying to get that. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Does Chris have a hat collection? No, he has a knife collection and a watch collection, but he does not have a knife collection. But Miss Beth, I have all those journals on top of my dresser over there that I kid and say it's gonna go in a casket with me. I have all those journals I made. It fills up that big old armoire. Just fills it up. And then I have one of those big old huge tubs from Water World. The big huge one, like the biggest clear tub you can buy. It's slam full with them coming out of it. That's how many journals I got. So he is right. I do need to get rid of some of them. Because I need to make room. I got like 20 that I need to work on. Is it the one you prop up on your desk? Ah, look, Marty down there. There you go, Marty. Are we thinking all right? Okay, so let's see. All right. I came And, you know, it kind of, I thought, oh, can I do that embossing on my tissue paper? So, look at this one. I want to try it right here. Let me show you. I embossed it on the tissue paper. That's our stamp we did yesterday. Can you see them glittering? I did that black color. I did that gold mixture that was in that pot. I did the pretty blue turquoise color one. I did the clear. That's just clear. The clear embossing. Another gold one. Another one of that pretty light blue. Oh, that just does that out. You can't even see that blue. That's the right side too. But that's that Stampin' Up! Blue, the matte one. I mean, that camera just knocks that out. You can't even see it. So my question is, if we do that trick to it, will it, you know, kind of resolve in the background and us still be able to see it and it looks like we embossed the page? That's my question. So, you know, when I have a question, first thing I do is say, well, here, hold my beer. Let's see. So, Becca's going to hold my 40 and we're supposed to find out. Put some water down. And put some of my glossy. Well, I ain't going to put nothing down. Just gloss. Gloss. All right, that's some gloss medium. No, I think that. Mix it with that paint. It's not dry, goober head. You so goober. Lord, that's not going to be a good test, is it? I was wanting that to look like a tree. Well, we're just going to find out. We're going to wipe this off, though. That's dry with no, there's water there, but there's no water there. I want to kind of lift it up and put water on it. There we go. All right. I'm looking for the matte medium. That's it. I think if I just put just a little. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. He's cute. Hey Becca, honey, how you doing? Okay, so that's our page for tonight. I'm gonna have to set it over, let it dry, and we'll come back and finish up this other side over here. Okay, here is the results from last night. That is the dry up towel. I can't get this lighting tonight to save my life. I just don't know what's going on. That's the other dry up towel that we did. Here's the other one. Remember the sheet that I laid down and sprayed the roses on? Off of the stuff that was all inside and, flying around. Well, here it is, all dried. I like that side. There I did that. All right, that's the one that was up under it. Other one that was up under it. That looks like something right there. And that one. Clean up. That's one of the flowers. That was a cleanup paper. That was the one that was directly on the side that we had the flowers laying on too. You can even see the imprints of the flowers. That's another one. Whew, how we was messy. They had the watercolor stuff on it. All right, that's the one that dried that we did the extra to it. That was the mop up off of the crackle paste and butters and all that stuff. There's a crackle paste one. It crackled a little bit. That's the other mop flop off page. Okay, these, look at the colors on these. Can y'all see those? Yeah. They're pink, blues, purples, pink and yellow. That's, I don't know, that's 4 different colors. Some blues, some pinks, some browns. That even looks like a purple on the edge. That's a purple. That's just white. And those are, looks like white shimmeries. These were the brown ones. That's kind of an orangey, rusty orangey brown. That one just has some little orange pieces in it. This one got done real good. This one just has the edge there. They need to be sprayed. And that one. So those were the flowers. They need to be sprayed with some hairspray and let dry so it'll seal that stuff in there. Because it's still coming off. All right, this was the effect paste. That's just hard. It's gritty but dry and it doesn't come off. This one, that one is so pretty. You see that one? That's that diamond dust. See it? That's a pretty tag right there. If I had to say so myself, I think it's just because it's silver and pinks together. Okay, this is the one that looked like the just Jesus. Ooh, only because I know what it looked like. It turned out pretty good after we fixed it a little bit, but dadgum, it sure was got awful ugly. But it turned out pretty good. We know that alien's hiding behind that flower. We think that's another flower, but that's the alien's head. We know it. Okay, this one, let me make sure I don't have any extra stuff on it. Okay, this one is the one, and I don't know if y'all going to be able to see that. Oh, yeah. There, catch the light, catch it. That's got the translucent crackle on it that we put through the stencil. See it? It picks it up, and when you look at it, you can see and feel the stencil pattern on it. My eyes are too bad. I even tried looking at the light. Maybe if I take out the sun, I don't know. I don't see no crackle, but I just see some stuff going on. I don't know if it's all that glitter. I don't know, but it's cool. All right, this one just needs to go in the garbage. That was the one I had everything on top of. Okay, and then this was the one that we mopped up. That had the gesso that we sprayed and let run around. See it on around the edges. It's turned out pretty cool. We can do some more stuff to it, but I'm kind of liking that one. The back even looks pretty cool. I'm liking that too. Ooh, the inside looks cool too. It's going to wind up being a cool little file folder thing. Let me get through. Playing with it. Okay, so that was what we did from last night. And I showed you my plan from today when I was trying to get into some kind of spirits. Then I took a stencil on the drywall tape and just took some paint and put through the stencil. I was trying to clean up after all of that stuff I was doing with the that was just a cleanup off the stencil that I was doing when I was trying to do that embossing and stuff. Okay. Now, here I made two. I told you I was trying to get in the crafty mood. Gotta sit down. I was just trying to get in some kind of crafty mood. So I sat down. I thought, well, maybe if I start making me a collage board base, that might, kick me off. So, we talking about taxes. Is that what y'all talking about? Oh, yeah. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Oh. Yep. That's all I can say about that. Yep. So it's still drying, but I started my collage board, the base of my board. Y'all see my collages. It is funny how they start out so neutral like this and wind up so god awful out there, huh? But anyway, this is it. And I did use some vintage books in it. And then this is the second one that I made. And I still wasn't in a crafty mood. So then I thought, well, how about we work in the cowboy journal? So I even had found my notes on collaging. And I thought, okay, we could talk about collage. And I thought, well, no. So then I thought, well, what could we possibly do? And Cindy sent me that thing on the brush show stuff, and I was watching that lady, and she had her inks going. And I figured, hey, Cheryl, did I say hey to everybody? I'm kind of just out there today. I'm trying to get into mojo. My mojo done got up and went off with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, do a flip through. Okay. And I got my texture paste and stuff out, Miss Beth. I can tell you what I learned today. Let me grab one. I'm just going to grab one. I don't know which one it is. I got to move boxes. Oh, here's a pretty one. That's kind of like maybe. Here's 3 different varieties. Let's see. Okay, this is one. I don't know what this is. It's got some sorry silk for a closure. And I hate closures. And when you undo them, you lose them because of my ADD. So, that's okay. So I always like to glue mine on some kind of way. All right, and that is just a notebook. I think this is one of my drop notebooks. Me and Debbie always made us drop notebooks at work, that we could just write stuff in and throw away. So I just called it my drop notebook. Let me get this glitter off my hands. I don't know, contaminate, put glitter on something that shouldn't have glitter on it. Or whatever that's called. Okay, and then here is, let's see, I made a faux down pocket. Then it's got a little journal in there and a little tag there. Yeah, this is just a simple drop notebook. And then it has one of my, because this is an older one when I started. This is when I first started trying to do mixed media, and I was trying to hang on to my grunge because I like grunge, and I wouldn't let go of the grunge. It started getting better when I, let go of the thought that I needed to do grunge in my mixed media. That's a pretty centerpiece. Boy, it makes you happy. And then this is that homemade paper stuff you can get journaling card. This is one of those paper clips, and I did the little 3, whatever one calls them, dangles on them. See, still trying to hang on to that grunge there. That's a stack pocket. Peekaboo. See, peeks out the bottom. That's a shabby. Shabby dabby doo da. Doo da 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 day. That's the pocket. It says planting is just another way of keeping something, a diary. It's got like a little slip in it. There's a pocket here and a pocket there and a pocket behind there and a pocket here and a pocket here. And then there's a pocket there with another little slip. That's me dyeing the lace. I paint and dye my laces. It's yeah, he did. So okay, y'all know I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about laces, right? So I am now banned from buying French lace because I put paint on it. I bought it to paint it. All my laces are free. If they're cute and pretty and I want to paint them, I paint them. Yes, I know, Steph. That's how come I didn't buy no French laces from Miss Deb last night, because I am banned from buying them. They said in the group that if I could not paint French laces, I was not allowed to have them. So, anyway, that's just a little drop notebook. That's one kind of style of journal I make. I like those because you can write all kind of crap in them, not worry about them. This one is, see, again, I put a little sunflower here. It's sewed in, 3 signatures sewed in, probably 3 pamphlet stitch. That's kind of like, and then it's got that vintage fabric on the outside. And this is a pattern, and it's probably from the 90s or 80s, I don't know. And then on the inside, I made a pocket. Put one of those in it. This is the mushroom. This is the little heart pockets there. Nothing there. The eyelash trim on it. That's my coffee dime. Oh, this is my little gnome. This is a little gnome Valentine thing that I put in with it. I guess I was trying to make it all sweet and girly. I was probably making it for Stella. She decided she didn't want it or something. That flips over. It's got my painting paper. It's my painting tissue paper. And it's got a journaling spot there. So that's my painting paper's texture paste here. And then this slides in there to hold it closed. And then that's got a dangle on it. It's pink and purple. This was probably one I made for Stella. It has a bingo card up there. And then this card pulls out. And it's a journaling card. This is my Shabby Dabby. I love Shabby Dabby. And then it goes here. You'll see Shabby and you'll see Pam from the Paper Outpost in here too, probably. And a lot of my earlier journals too, especially. That's the tall tag with the stacked belly band. Paper trim. This is mine and Stella Bug's finger painting on top of, I forgot what that paper was we used. I think it was a pull, a clean off page where you clean it off. And then that's an envelope that's been embossed. A little French embossing. Probably bought that from Miss Dale. And then there is, sewing thing. That's the back of my painting paper. That is a belly band here. That's that Mamagami with the flip out that has a decorative corner. This is a side tuck. I usually stick a little bitty hidden note up in there, but I didn't. And that's some more of my dyed paper with stencils. It's coffee dyed. That's onion dyed and coffee dyed. This is a hidden journal card. It slides down in there and you can journal on the back of it. And it's a pocket. That was one signature. Oh, this is my very, very, very first masterboard that I ever made. I was so proud of that ugly ass thing. I scanned it and copied it and used it in some of my journals and my collages. I was proud of that one. That took a long time to do because I was having to read and study and scared. That says Happy Bacon. It's just a journaling card. That's got a tuck up there, and that's a man and woman. It's a decorative collage, decorative junk mail envelope. And then you open it up. On this side, it's another tuck spot, and it has a floating pocket with a journaling card there. And this is an envelope out of a pocket there. I don't believe I made that envelope. Yes, I did. It was when I got my big shot from Good. That came out of my first Sizzix. The old red one. I got it in a happy box from Goodwill Crafting. That's a newspaper, scrappy paper. That's one of those Planner Society dies. That's part. Okay, this is a part of the back of the pattern, but I took the Mod Podge mixture, Mod Podge, water, school glue, and something else. I forgot what the other item was. And you put it down on the paper, and then you put the Mod Podge down, put this down, put the Mod Podge on top of it, let it grow, and then pull it off of it, just like you do the paper and stuff, and napkins and things for fake rice paper. If you have paper that's real, real brittle, you can do that to it. See this collage here? That's real brittle paper out of one of my neighbor's books that I got. Let me show you. See, it's real pretty, but it's just so daggone brittle because he left it in the sun. He was a reader of books, consumed them like he did food, but he wasn't a collector. He was a consumer. So you can take those, Mod Podge down, put the book paper down, Mod Podge over it, let it completely dry, and then pull it up, just like you do that. This is a pattern, the actual, whatever this pattern is, thing. And I did the same thing for it, did a little Mod Podge stuff to strengthen it. And then I put down the lace, this vintage lace at the bottom that I probably got from Miss Deb or Ive or somebody. This is just a little charm. This is just a journaling card, plain journaling card. That's some scrapbook paper. It's probably shabby. Peter Pumpkin Eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. Hid her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. It's just some bling on top of it. Stella loves that bling. That is a stack pocket. It's a pocket here. And then it has the like a trellis vine that goes up. And then you stack it here and here. And then you skip the same distance from this pocket to this pocket. It's the same distance. And then you put your other little pocket. So it's kind of like a cake. Oh, you can't see. It's hey glitter. It's kind of like a cake, but it's not really a cake. But you know, you can stack it right like a cake. See, when you pull it out, you could stack it like a cake, but it's the stack pocket. So that's a pocket, that's a pocket, that's a pocket, that's a pocket. That was supposed to be a pocket. It is on the side, but it's just too freaking little, put nothing in. And then, you know, I just made these little, this was probably some use it or lose it kind of stuff. I'm really eclectic. Nothing. I've always been eclectic. It's more of a themes of birds and flowers and sewing patterns and pretty little girls than it is a sewing book. And then that's the tuck spot. And then that is some glass beads dangle. I forgot what those are called, but you know Rebecca sells them, whatever they're called. Starts with an A, I think. And then that's some more of the purple, so more shabby. Dot paper, back of that cardstock, back of that sewing pattern, and then in the front it says stay cool. Keep calm and sew on. That was Honey Havens. I think that was a thank you from her. And you know, when you order something from them. And then so I glued this down there. That's one of Kim's little girls that I put on there. And then that's, you know, what's it? Mother Goose. That's Mother Goose. That's a Canadian stamp. And then that's just one of those big, huge paper clips with some sari silk on it. And then that's some music paper. Braille. I forgot what you call that. This is Archer and Oliver paper out of one of the journals. This is what was found, the Simplicity reorder mail thing. It was found inside this pattern, so I just stuck it inside the book. That is that roll-off paper. I think that's it. The rest of it is copy dyed. Yeah, copy dyed. The center of this one is that page, digital, copy dyed. All that's just copy dyed in the back of those Arch and Oliver shorties. I like putting the shorties in here because if you collect stuff, you know, you can, you know, tape it and it would hold it in your journal and it'll flop over. And you have front and backs to collect stuff. And then the back of it is a little pocket made out of that pattern. And this is the pattern, the inside. is covered with the inside is covered with the pattern paper. So that's that little, my take on the sewing journal, I guess. And then I got a free one. Oh no. Oh, that's good. It didn't go full force. Okay, let's see. I don't. This one is so it's been in there. It's all squished. Unstick it. It's all wrapped around itself and stuck to it. This was at the bottom. I thought maybe it was an earlier one. I think this is a Faith one. All right, it comes around. So we've got this, whatchamacallit. It has a tassel. It has the pearls. It's not real, but it's one of them old costume stuff. An old button, and then it's got the gemstones from an old, probably 80s necklace. And then I sewed the buttons on the fabric up in there. And it's on a chain, and it clips off. And the Jane connector, that's probably one of the Planner Society things. It has an eyelet there. That's a little peace bird. It says Faith, little bow. Got some stickles going around it. That's the pounds thing there. It's got some stickles going around it with a little cross and a teacup. The bird sitting on there. Now, Spider runs out this thing. I'm hollering. I'm leaving y'all. Y'all can just entertain yourselves till Chris takes care of it. This is the old one. This is one of my new ones. This got so much Mod Podge on it. I bet you I used a ton of Mod Podge on that. But I can tell you, because I'm still using one of my first ones. It looses up. Yeah, this is about 2 years old, I think. Maybe there'll be a date in it. There we go. Okay. All right. This is, I don't know, some kind of lace. And I put on things, sewed it down. Oh, no, it's paper clip. I put it on the paper clip. It's like I sewed it. Nope, it's just stuck. Poor thing. Mod Podge with 18 gazillion journals on top of it. I'd look like this too. Bless it. I should take better care of it. All right. Let's see. Yay, Mod Podge. I don't want to mess the journal up because I don't want to have to fix it. There we go. Okay. That's good. I didn't do anything. It's got Jesus. I don't know whose Faith journal that is, but it's a Faith kit like that. But this is a pen holder. It is a hidden paper clip where you take the piece of real heavy cardstock, cardboard, something heavy. You fold it over the front of it, and I took the lace, put over it, sewed it. The top of it, I just made a tie out of that, what you call that? The see-through lace. Damn, it's on the... Why in the world do I have word finding problems tonight? Anyway, you know that sheer lace. Ribbon. And then the lace there. And then it has a marker pen in the loop there. And then it slides on the back of your journal and it stays there. to hold your pen. Or you can slide it on the front and let that show on the front of your journal. This is a envelope pocket. And inside the envelope pocket, I have sermon notes where you write your sermon notes. And then this is taking me back to my planner days. This is a writing board, laminated writing board. And I just put sing praises on it. And you laminate your writing boards because you can, oh, I'm sorry. What did Diane say? Help me set one up. Yeah, I got a coffee shop. We all say to sell them. Oh, okay. All right. This one, it says walk humbly. And then it has, I don't know, it's a pretty picture. I think it's I don't know, it's one of those Catholic chapels. Seeing it pretty with that cross glowing. So I put that in there and just kind of framed it with different papers that I use throughout the journal. And the other one says truth, and it says, Father of everlasting goodness, our origin and guide, be close to us and hear the prayers of all who praise you. Forgive our sins and restore us to life. Keep us safe in your love. Grant this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. So I put that little prayer there. And then the back. But I was saying, you make your writing boards laminated because you can stick Post-it notes on here. You can take those dry erase markers and write on them. But you use real heavy cardstock or real light chipboard, like the cheap cereal chipboard kind of strength. And it works as a writing board, but it also works as like what they call a command center. So that's a planner girl trick. There's that's what's in the back. The front just has the lace, and this is a pocket that I had die cutted, and it has that I don't know if that's tape or lamination on it. And then that's just one of the cards that came in the kit. A little journaling card there. Has an angel on it. This one said, God is able. That is just a little flip. And it says, believe. That's how long I've had that fabric, Cheryl. Is that ringing the bell, Cheryl? You still in here? I was on that ugly basket I used. This is a belly band. It's got the butterflies and it's sewn stitched in that. And then that is just a little scrappy notebook in a file folder that you could take notes on in church or something. This says, admit I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. And then that's a little stamp came out of the kit. And then that's that lace. This behind here is one of the little fabric flower things with some flowers. It says, be strong and take heart. Little cluster. That is some stamp in it. I don't know what I dyed that with, but it's dyed. This is a pocket, and out of the kit or some kit or another or somewhere, it has prayer requests, and then their little prayer request cards in that. And then this one is another one of the hidden paper clips that you put your pen in. That's the Planner Girl thing. And then this one, I like these kind because that was so pretty, I thought. So I didn't want to mess it up because it came out of the children's thing. So I just took it and folded it over and then left this for a pocket and put a little fold out thing there. And then I put a paper clip here, a little heart paper clip. And then that's dyed paper. Okay, good luck. Oh my God. Oh, that's not good. You in that glue situation. Hey, Colleen. That is, I fussy cutted a piece of that. Well, that's a couple pieces. That vintage, not vintage, that digital. And it says, I can do all things through Christ. All through him that gives me strength. It says, the Lord is my shepherd. And then this is all digital. That's that faith digital thing. And I need to give this to my mama. And that's got the thing on it. Mama, you want this for that Bible study thing you were going to start? It's already loosening up since it's been from up under there. It'll be okay. This one is some, and I probably got some more of these I can print out for you. These are scripture cards where you can write down your scriptures. And a postcard there. That is such a pretty picture. And then this one is a cutout that I did of a cross. And just a little stamped journaling card. That is Planner Society paper there. Not paper, they're envelopes that their stuff comes in. I made a pocket out of it. That is the Planner Society, but it's a negative. And I made a page edge out of it. There. I'm sorry. Let me see. Am I missing? Because I'm just all up in this journal and I'm just not even looking at chat. Hey, Dawn. Did I miss anybody else that came in? I'm sorry. That's some stenciling that I did. This is a bookmark paper clip that has a hidden section in it, pocket. Has, you can write in that, maybe do a secret prayer too that says strength. And it has that same little stuff on it. That's a journaling card that I backed and it says see the good. That was one of my first ones because I don't know why I cut that to match that. This is a flip out. See, even when I first started, I always put my CC stuff in it. That's one thing that has not changed. My whole adventure in junk journaling, that has never changed. That's my CC's drawing. And there's a pocket there. There's a little pocket here. Look, Cheryl, there's your fabric. And then there's a pocket there. Over here on this side, it says believe, and it's got this stuff here. And there's a cluster there with some fabric and stuff. And then on the back of it, it says pouring out praise. And then back here, it says don't be afraid, just believe. And it's got some little note cards and stuff in it. And then this one is that fold out. And it says, oh, how he loves us on the back of that. That's the center, where you cover up that. And then the charm down there is the leaf and the Celtic cross for strength, I think. I think this must be strength and worship. It says today's prayer and worship. That's the back of that envelope. On the inside is something. I'm going to stop boring y'all in a minute. Oh, that reminds me of Nadia. It says faith and the journaling card there. This pretty lace. That lace is so pretty to me. That's another one of those hidden paper clips. And up under that is an envelope. Pops open. And then inside it is some Bible study messages. It tells you, oh yeah, I did make this for Mama. Oh, Mom, I made this for you. Look, see, God meant for me to show this day because you were just talking about starting your Bible study. This tells you how to do your Bible coloring. I forgot what, wait a minute, let me see if it's on here so I can give her credit. It came a free printable GMG. And this tells you how to do your Bible study method. It was the Good Morning Girls Bible Study Method for soap. It tells you what it stands for and how to do it. I made this for you a long time ago. Why didn't I give it to you? It was in that plastic bag. It must have got in split up and misplaced among our 18 gazillion. Then this one is another one of the children's Bible page, story pages. And I fussy cut the hands and put these little bitty journaling cards in there. And I just love that one. And all of them have like little Bible verses and definitions on them. And then the inside of it is, oh, I did the candy. How many of y'all remember going to church? And it was always that little old lady that said at the end of the pew, the second or third pew, she always had the peppermint candy or that old granny candy in her purse. And if you was bad or naughty, she decided you need a piece of peppermint. So she would give you a piece of candy. Now you up acting naughty in church, is she gonna give you a piece of candy with some more sugar? Whatever. But that always had that candy. So I stuck that candy in there. I don't know if that's just a Pentecostal thing or not, but it was always that one little lady. And then that's some journaling paper. And then on this side is another card and a cutout of the dove. This one is another pocket. It's nice to put these kind of paper clips, I think, and the little hidden notes in the journal, especially with Bible journaling, because sometimes you need to just send Jesus something, nobody else. And then this one came out of the kit. It's a pocket back there and a pocket in here. It says His grace is enough, and that's crepe paper. And then that is just a paper doily. I think that was before I got into the fact where I just decided I needed real doilies on my pockets. And this is another envelope, and it's got just journaling cards in it. And these journaling cards are ones that I dyed with stencils and probably food coloring. Just email? No phone? Can you do a return and a complaint? On this side, so this must be a highlighter. That's a pen, and this is a highlighter. I want the highlighter still works. Okay, then on this side, it's just a collage. That was back before I knew what I was doing. I wouldn't collage like this now and save my life. But there's again that same little stuff. That is a Bible. Page out of a Bible. It's too little, I can't read it. These are some notes. I took a stencil and drew that stencil. This is a prayer card, another hidden paper clip. See, I still got all my planner stuff. I still haven't got all my planner society, my planner girl stuff. That is a journaling card, and then Rejoice, the Lord is King, as a corner pocket. And then that's the back. It says, For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son. Whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. And then the closure is just an eyelet with that. It wraps around and ties up. pretty blue. I made that color. And it has the silver there. And then on this one, it has a lace just on the spine. Damn, I didn't do too bad. All right, so that's just 3 I grabbed. There's a whole bunch over there. A whole bunch. But I had this one in plastic, so, and it was at the bottom, so I must have. I'm going to lay it over here for Mama. See if she wants it. It has too many of her favorite verses and, you know, memories from like church that I had that I put in there, that kind of stuff. So I must have made it for her. All right, Miss Beth, what time is it? It took a long time for me to go through those 3 journals. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got wrapped up in it, going down memory lane. Oh, I am not going to throw them away. I will give them away. I'll do flip through, see if anybody wants them. And I'll give them away, or I'll donate them somewhere or something. I'm not going to throw them away. That was too much hard work and money. Oh God, I hope glue is not the reason you go to jail this month. Which one you want? Oh, you know yeah, I know you want one. I told you I can't pick out one. You need to tell me which one you want. I do the flip throughs and post them, and you can tell me which one you want. You say give me one, but it's so hard to choose. Okay, I'll put them on there. I'll put them on there. Okay, all right, Miss Beth, I got this. We were gonna compare this today. I think my sister already did that. I think this is some bull crap. But I can't honestly say that. And that is my own personal opinion and my sister's own personal opinion. It has no reflection on the Mod Podge Forward Art Company. So sick your lawyers off of me. Okay. So on this big master board, I thought we would take this and our pen because we can cover it up. It's just a master board, right? No, not all of the Catholic Church was abusive. Sister Catherine was a wonderful nun because I went to the Catholic Church to see about converting. And I went through that. I forgot what that school is called, but she was my nun because you assign a nun, and she was my nun, and she was wonderful. She was wonderful, and bless her heart and rest her soul. She had a hard go at it, but I learned some things. One thing was, take it or leave it, because she was like, I know there's some stuff in the Pentecostal church that you just kind of have a hard time agreeing with, but you just leave it. You might not do it, but you just kind of leave it and go on. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Okay, this is, oh my God, this stinks, and I can't smell from COVID. Trevor. Okay, it wasn't like a funky smell. This latex, it was like a chemical perfume smell. Anybody ever use this? It's modeling paste from latex. Catechism, that's it. It has a perfume. After I opened it, though, I might get high. I keep sniffing that. We don't want a high Juju tonight. It has a perfumey smell. Oh, that's cute. And I love the way it went down. I'm not really caring about the perfume. I mean, it's not offensive. It smells pretty good, actually, but it's just, maybe it's because it was so much. Okay. I wonder how it's going to die, though. Okay. Model and paste. All right, we'll set that there. All right, let's see. It was the texture paste. Okay, found out about this. Y'all know about this? I don't have the other one. No, I just have black opaque, and I have 2 of the texture paste translucent. And after watching it, I remember watching it before, and I know why I bought 2 of them. A, they were on sale, and B, I was going to do some stuff with it. Okay, this is the one. Have y'all used it? Oh, girl, you're welcome. That's what I was going to work on in my cowboy journal, but I printed it out. But my printer did not tell me it was low on ink until after I done wasted my ink printing it out. And it printed out my first page. It started going to print it, and then I guess, it decided it didn't have enough ink. So it started going to print it, but then you see where the ink ran out. So everything else had I guess my yellow is out, because when your yellow is out, it prints purple, right? So everything's purple. So I got to change my ink out. But I was going to put those in the cowboy journal. It's like 4 pages I wanted in the cowboy's journal. Let's see. The texture paste translucent. Y'all, we can do some crap with this. You hear me? You can color it. You can color it before you put it down. You can put it down, and then afterwards you can do the coloring and stuff to it. It has some good qualities to it, and he sells them in a little bottle. He said because he wants the same resin effect as the other stuff. So I was like really impressed with what he was saying and what he did with it. So I was pretty cool with it. So we're going to put one down. Nope, that's not open. I just had it open last night. Did I have 3 bottles? I know I played with this. No, I played with the crackle paste. Okay. Crackle paste translucence and the crackle paste opaque is the same thing. One is translucent and one has the white stuff to it. This one, it dries translucent, so you can mix your paint stuff with it before you put it down. We use the same. No, we're going to use a different stencil. Let's use these round bubble stencils. And make sure that's cleaned off. I don't know. I'm going to stir it because I don't know how long it's been sitting up there. Wow, I know. All right. It's it has that nice milky consistency. Ooh, it just slides on like butter. And he was saying, you don't have a heaping unless that's what you want, because it'll go through the stencil. And it did. Can y'all see that? Let me put it down. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Okay. Now here it is here. And then we're going to hump it up. don't know. We're going to put us a little mouth around. That looks like that could be a mask. We could do him green. Or yeah, we could do him green. Is that screen? You know what that dude was called? Okay. So now there's a hunk of it there, and then that's the slim stuff from the stencil. And this is not colored. This is Timmy Trans non-color. All right, that's what that is. Then I'm going to put some, and I'm going to put some color into it. Now, he was saying about the distress and all that good stuff, and paint, and it was opaque. The translucent was better because he didn't have to fight against that opaqueness. I'm having a bad night. Whoa. What's going on? Just don't know what's going on. All right, so I have stains. You want to try them? I've got some wild honey, but it's liquid. Let's just do some paint. I know what paint to do. Let's do some purple paint because I like purple. We're going to kind of have it bumpy. And then down here, I want it smooth out. There we go. All right. So now this is a bunch, and that's smoothed out. Okay, and that's purple, and this is Texture Paste Translucent. Now, it's supposed to keep the purple and not fight that hard against my purple to make my purple. So, let's find out. Where'd my purple go? And then we're going to take my purple and put it right here. Well, I guess that last little toot was it, huh? There we go. Put some wash in that. Put it in with my other stuff. And we're just going to color this book page with this purple. There we go. And that'll be paint only. Yep, powders will work too. I've got some mica powders. Now, he did say, because I listened to that, because y'all know I got that crap load of mica powders. I mean, I hit the jackpot at the Goodwill. Apparently, that Goodwill store didn't know what they had, or somebody thought it was too old or something. I don't know, but I hit the mother load. And I got that stuff for steal. I don't want to talk about it too much because it might come get me and arrest me. And that's purple paint only, and we'll compare the color. Only. All right. Now, our crackle paste from yesterday. Hey, Diamond, that crackle paste from yesterday. You lucky dog, you. The crackle paste translucent. We're supposed to be able to dye it too and add additives to it. That's what he said. He did it. It was cool. So we got the modeling paste there. Now, this one does the paste is supposed to do the big cracks. It didn't do no big cracks yesterday. That's what we used. Because I don't have the other. Nope. Okay, that's what he said. That's what he said. But I'm trying to remember if I put the heat gun on it. I don't remember putting the heat gun on it, but I might have. And it is thin, sliding through the stencil, and I want it thin and light so it'll do right. It did right. We're going to leave it alone, and then we're going to go in because we're supposed to be able to do the distress stuff, and it's supposed to pick up on all that crackle. We're going to see. And it's still supposed to crackle, and we should see it crackling over that book thing. I don't have any water to stick those in. I hope they don't dry. I don't want to scrub stencils. So we're going to take some of it, and right down here on this one, we can see it on this dark. We're just going to do a layer. You know, kind of, not thick, but kind of, just so we can see what it does. You know. Okay, and then I want to take some paint. We want to do purple again, or do we want to do pink? Okay, I will. You want to do purple or pink? Oh, the sewing one? You want to do purple or pink? Pink. All right, we're going to take pink. I'm going to just put it right here. I'm going to take some crackle paste. Because that is paste. I'm having to read it like 5 times because the other one don't say paste. I think it was jail. Oh, he said it would do this. He ain't lying. Okay. And I'm in the Mississippi, and it's humid and hot. So that will play a factor in it. I watched him 3 times today, y'all. Because it was fun last night, but it was just like kindergarten. That was pre-K fun. Okay, you got to work it. He said you had to work it, and he ain't lying. You got to work it. And I can see he said it would change the distress oxides. It would change the colors, and I can see that. I'm not saying Timmy's lying or nothing, but you know, I'm Reagan over here. Trust but verify. Because that man told me it would take me 2 weeks to put down that Mexican tile floor. Timmy, I watched Timmy. Tim Hope. You know, one of his Saturday. Oh, you can't see me. One of his Saturday things. See it? Right there. I was having to squish it and squish it. I'm going to put a thin layer to see how it cracks with the paint. See if we can tell a difference. And if I can do this, anybody can do it. But it was his one with the when he released his texture kit. It was that one. That's the video I watched when he came out demonstrating his release of his texture kit. Because they had the texture kit and they had all these bottles on sale. So I bought all of them. I thought I might want out the texture kit. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, that purple is drying. And that's drying over there. And they're looking the same. But we're going to wait. Give it time. This is crackle. Okay. Pink paint. Timmy's. All right. opaque. Translucent. And the opaque has gesso in it. It's a gesso base, he said. And that is why it changes it. He said if it says opaque, now I don't know, I ain't looked nothing up, but that's what he said. That there would be gesso base. I don't have any of that. But I do want to compare my DAP, since we comparing, y'all got me comparing to the texture paste. I want to, this one that we add paint to, I want to compare my DAP to that. Yes, I removed the stencil right away. And he said you had to, pick it up. That up here is latex there. But I'm going to compare that to my DAP. Let me get a clean. I'm going to have to go to Dollar Tree and get some more of those little bitty throwaway cups. These are the best things for mixing paint in. You get a whole bunch of them too. You can get them at Wally World. I forgot what they're called. They're like serving size or something. When I was having to do my shakes and stuff, I had bought a whole bunch of them. I'm trying to squeeze it out the tube. I'm going to clean it. I got a little bitty hole in the top of this tube because I didn't want it drying out. Whew. And the little bitty hole means it's hard to push out on more than one level. Okay, so this one I need purple. I don't have any more of that purple. That's washout purple. I can't use that. Maybe I can get just a little more. All right, there we go. That's good. Yeah. Now it's pink, but that comes out pink, but it dries white. Because it's made to go on your wall. So, but I have never had a problem with it, and I have tested it. Now, when I first started and didn't know how to apply it, where the girls told me how to apply it right, I was getting it way too thick, and it would kind of flake off a little. But when I learned how to apply it, I didn't have a problem with it. All right, that was circles. All right, I'm going to put this down here in this corner over here. Real fast on these circles. All right. Oh crap. I stuck my finger in that. All right. And then I'm going to mark it and then run this to the kitchen and put it in a basin. Can't put these stuff down your sink. Yeah. The city department would not like you. Your plumber will, however, like you. All right. Purple with doubt only. Okay. All right, be right back. Okay. And I don't know why that texture paste will mess up your stencil. Don't ask me how I know. All right, we'll set this over here and we'll look at these results tomorrow and see how they do. I got everything marked. I don't have this marked. This was the crackle. Translucent. This was the thick. And this was stencil. Okay. All right. And we'll set that over there to dry and allow it to do its business. Put it on top of my sewing machine so Fat Daddy won't get on it. Okay. Now, we've got that done. What time is it? It's 1:36. Oh, yay. Way to go, Di. How did you get it? I got to go back and look because I've been on my own little world over here experimenting. That's not cheap glue. What did you do? You cracked the whip on them? Trying to go back up here and read. I forgot how to read a clock. It's 11:39. Oh my God. Okay. I need to do something. I was straightening this room up. Yo, oh my Lord. We got little bits and pieces of stuff out of this 100-day project. I've got some stuff we completed, but I've got little bits and pieces of stuff. And I need to actually complete something. I need to do a journal or something. And this, what did I do with that book? Oh, here's one. Isn't that the cutest book? Look at that. Look at the illustrations in that book. See what I mean? That's what he did to all his books. He was a teacher, and he was an advocate. I mean, that man read so many books, and he studied them. He just didn't read them. He studied. He must have been an English teacher, literature teacher, or something, because he studied everything. Had notes. I found notes in some of the books that he took notes on the books. But isn't that those illustrations pretty? I do. Do I ever paint? Hey, Bells. Where's Bells? Oh, hey, Miss Bell. How you doing? Yeah, I go on every night at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and I'm on for an hour to 2 hours as part of my 100-day challenge. It's where I have some time just for me to do nothing but play. So that's what we're doing. We're on day 49. Somewhere along the line, we counted one day twice, Marty. So we're on day 49. I had to go back and look. I was looking to set my live up, and it said 46, 47, 47. I had to change one of them. I was like, oh my God, we're a day behind. And then this one, they loved Ireland, and him and his wife took trips to Ireland several times. And he has a lot of books on Ireland. And before they went to Ireland, what did our little teacher do? He got books and read and highlighted and travel guides. That man was ready for Ireland. You hear me? He had his look. That would be a wonderful glue book page. Look at that page. We could put a big old monster dinosaur or something right here, or a horse walking on top of the buses. Wouldn't that be funny? Or a big woman walking on the bus. Hey, I got a woman. See, look at her. See? Or maybe standing on the side. Oh no, they looking up her dress tail. No, they looking up her dress tail. Can't do that. Mm-mm. I think the horse is better because she's got the dress on. That doesn't go well. They're looking up. Look, we can't do that. They don't look pretty. Had tea and cake and a nap, and he's still reading the signs on the third display now. Put a pic on the front of the book. This one. Put this picture. This lady. Oh, look, we could put her right here. Look at her, Miss Beth. We could put her right here to the right. She looked like she's resting her arm up on that mountain. Right there. Looks like she's got her arm on that mountain. It needs a cowboy. It does. It needs several cowboys inside them pages. They need some Vikings and some Indians. And I don't know, maybe something else. A good old redneck boy. And my paint, Miss Beth, I paint. I don't like paint pictures or stuff like that. The pictures I paint and stuff is like, Fat Mama Granny, Fat Butt Granny that we did. I do the gel printing or put the paint down on the background, and I see the image and stuff, and then I'll do that. I don't just paint. The first thing I told you, that was the first time when I painted that cow with you. That was the first time I ever just painted a picture. Just to try to paint it from scratch like that. I usually see stuff in backgrounds and gel prints and stuff and paint it out that way. Or in pictures or something like that. Oh, that is cute. We need a bird riding the back of that donkey. Because Becca said there's always birds on the back of the donkey. Bobby Ross. We got to get Juju to paint. Well, you had to get me to paint then, because You found a couple cowboys for me today? All right. It does look like she's stepping out that frame. That looks cool, don't it? That was a good idea, Miss Beth. It looks like, look. We could just cut the Ireland part off and just put that. We need to put something down here. We need to fix us a word. We need a phrase for her. Okay, y'all. I think I'm liking this collage medium. I don't really care for how it feels on my fingers. Because y'all know I'm gonna get all on my fingers. I need a rooster. I got some rooster stickers that I've been hoarding. It needs a rooster right there. She needs to be stomping on a bug. Oh, I ain't got no bugs. I don't think I got a bug. Let me see. I think I got a bug in this kind of bug. You know, those kind of stickers. I have these kind of birds. But, oh, I got the funny googly-eyed ones. Look. Look at that chicken. Let's see. I know I have some roosters. The problem is where are they? Because they're hoard worthy. So I'm sure I am hoarding them. Okay, that's some good stickers in there. Yeah. I'm going to have to find my roosters because I'm hoarding them. They're put up in the hoard stash somewhere. Because I used one of them, so I know I hid them for myself, so I wouldn't use them no more. I got some rub-ons. The rub-on birds. Those look more translucent. We should have put some wings behind her. Y'all know I like that surreal, crazy stuff. I got the psychedelic frogs. But no roosters. I hid them roosters. I have like 4 or 5 left, and I thought, all right, we want a bug, right? All right. Let's see. Is it an apple? Oh, I need an apple for my apple teeny. Y'all see an apple, holler. Oh, she could be stepping on a crab. She could be, getting rid of them crabs. There's an old-timey car. There's another one. That train. Is that train too close up? We can always put it back down. So I've been hoarding it too. We could cut it out. Have it come like that. Cut that part out. Right there where those houses are. I have it coming like that. That's kind of cartoony though. I don't really want to mix those because it's not too surreal. Oh, there's Indians. All right. Well, you just keep working. Try putting it behind her on the mountain. I can't. I done glued her down. I glued it. She glued it. Some kitty cats. Okay. There's those animals. See if there's any up here in front. Steampunk ones. Oh, I need to give those clowns away to Dawn. See, if we was doing gothic stuff, we could put that on her face. All right, that looks like that's the only bugs, but I got some in this other book. There's a spider in that other book. I think we should put that spider down. That's a cute bird. It's little. And then, oh, look. These are my hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds. Night, Marty. Have a good rest. I hope you wake up not creaking tomorrow and feeling good. Okay, that little bird that looks like he's flying down. Look at that blue one. We should have that blue one coming and pop him on the head. Look. Because you know, them asses are ornery. That's what Becca said. So let's do this here. See that? Like he's going to pop him on his head. He kind of looks like a jaybird. Or we got this itty bitty one. And you could put this little bitty one right here. Kind of flying down. And it's a rub-on. So it'll be translucent. Yeah, they don't have white stuff around them. They're rub-ons, so they're not really stickers. And when you put them down, all you see is the picture. Your uncle's nickname was Jay Bird. I knew a Jay Bird. I hope he didn't get his name like that. I think I'm going to do that one. I think this one should be Dye Bombing her here. Okay. Or we could cut that out and just be goofy and put the there's my apples. Put the cartoon chicken on the back of the donkey's butt. See? The cartoon rooster on the back of the donkey's boot. What y'all say? Because all these are flying. None of these. Oh, he's sitting down. He's too big. I don't think any of these that are sitting down are teeny tiny. I could cut him and make him sit down, but see, he's still too big. I would need a teeny tiny bird. I could cut him and he might work. Let's try this rub on. I'm taking entirely too long trying to decide my mind up. It was just a bleh night. There we go. It's coming. We're going to dive bomb. We need to see. I got my book. And then Marty, tomorrow when we come on, we need to see so we can put in favorite colors, birthdays for those that want to participate, so I can put it in my chickadee book. And I'll show you my chickadee book. I ordered it from somebody. I think it came from Miss Mary's D-Stash sale. And then see this one, because this little bluebirds and jaybirds are mean. And his beak will fade, and you just see the colors. So at a glance, right here coming to his head. There we go. Yep. You just see a bird, kind of can't see what kind he is. He's like, I don't care. You ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna bother me none. When you put what is that? Oh, that's something. That's something on the side of the road. That's a rock. I thought it was something on the book I'm trying to scrub off. Okay. So, what does Sounds puppy say? Yeah. You can chase the birdies, but I don't know. They look like they're vicious. Okay. Spider or no spider? Roadkill. Yeah. She steps on it, it'll be roadkill. See, that's why my craft room is a mess. That very problem right there. It was a big old spider in here. Oh, look, that's that mushroom my hubby drew for me. I need to make some pictures of it. I need to scan it. I need to copy it on vellum and put it here and scan it so I can make a guest check with the mushroom drawing on it. That was the plan. Okay, we got little bitty bugs, like little lady looking bugs. And then beetles. I don't know what that is. I swear those are like cockroaches. We could have her stepping on a cockroach. There's that. And then I saw that spider because it freaked me out. I don't like spiders. Oh, there's some other kind of bugs. Wasps and bees. There's a spider. Okay, what kind of bug you want? Oh no. No, we were talking about her stepping on something on the road. She was saying roadkill. You know, no saying glitter. She thinking you kill the puppies. Yeah, they're scary. Let's get the cockroach. Those are scary, but not too scary. Or the beetles. Those are scary, but not too scary. We don't want her stepping on a butterfly. Here's a little bitty one. Here's a little bitty one. We'll do the little bitty one. Those aren't scary. It's tiny. We're bigger than they are. So it'll be okay. Whoop. Man, I don't know how I found that. It landed on my gown. I did not do the disclaimer tonight, nor did I do the gown disclaimer. Falling down on my job today. Here we go. Look at that. You can barely see it. But we know it's there. Just like the alien. Oh my gosh. That's cute. Thank you, Miss Beth. That was fun. It made me giggle. Is Miss Beth still hanging or did she go to bed? Let's see if she's still hanging around. Okay, today I fixed this when I was cleaning up. I knew I had my watercolor book somewhere. Oh, that's collage. That goes right there. All right, I'm trying to keep all that texture paste together. I separated that so we could play with it. And I could stop hoarding like a crazy person. All right, so this was that bees, whatever from Wally World. And I had collaged around it, had the tree dancing, you know. And then when I was going through it, taking out stuff just to, use it. So I wouldn't have to buy another one. I found her that I had fussy cut inside it. And that just looked perfect on the front of this. And that tree just looked perfect like a hat. So I had to put her on there. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this little ink thing. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. And I don't have the ink. I have this ink I'm gonna make. I'm gonna see how it does. I was gonna throw it away, and I thought, well, let me see how it does. But that woman today, when I was looking at that brush show, and I was gonna remember her name. Y'all know that's my pet peeve. Let me see. Cindy sent it to me, so it should be right here on my messenger. It is Callie Lawson, CALLYLAWSON. Brusho Techniques, Easy Brusho Tree in Autumn Colors. That's what I was saying earlier before we got sidetracked on doing all that other stuff. She made it look so easy. She made it look. I know in that Berry Girl So Pretty, that is a collage soup image. And I cut it out of the book and pasted on the front there. Now, there was a man who said if nobody had ever put down a tile floor, they could do it in one weekend. Okay? I believe this man on YouTube. You should never believe everything you see on YouTube. So I got my Mexican towel, all my stuff. That's been years ago, and I still got a corner back part over there that has not been finished. After 2 doctor visits, my doctor finally said, April, will you please hurry up and finish with that floor? I had to get muscle relaxers and everything else. And that was not 2 weeks in, and I didn't have half the floor done. That man lied. See, this just not. She just made it look so easy. And she wasn't spraying it, and she was just getting like this and getting like this and going like this. And it was like drawing trees. But you know, this isn't really ink. This is watery ink. This is not going to be a tree. We're going to have to do something else with this. What can we make out of this? What's it coming out to be in? It's coming out to be in something. That might be a tree when we get through. I can make that a tree. I can make that a tree. Yep. I can make that a tree. Let me see. I got some ink. Somewhere right here. I might have to find my ink so we can play with that, because that looked like a lot of fun. She took the actual inks and she just made a little bitty tree back here in the background. She just said whoop, 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 and there was a tree. I mean, whoop, 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 and there was a tree. Here, I got the calligraphy ink. Let's try the calligraphy ink. I don't have a stopper for it or a pipe. And it's turquoise, but you know, it could be a turquoise tree. It don't have to be a real tree. It could be a turquoise tree. That one's a blue tree. Hey, Terry. All right, I'm going to clean that out. Oh, yeah, see, this looks a little thicker. Oh, yeah. See, you just have to use the right shit. Yeah, see, that's how she did. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, can we do some stuff with this. Look at that. Can we write our name? Oh, we're going to have fun. Oh, that is awesome. You squeeze it harder. Oh, y'all got to get you an ink dauber. We got to get a smaller one. This has got the big round tip on it. I think this was for medicine. Probably. Do some bushes. Yeah, I got to get me a little Doppler one. I got to get me a smaller one. Whoop. Got to get one tomorrow. Look at this. Y'all do that. I got a pipette in there in the back somewhere in the closet. Raid your stuff. See if you can find something like that. Oh, wow. She said you had to play to learn. Cindy, have you done this? Did Cindy go to bed? It's late. That baby needs to be in bed. She got to go work tomorrow. I wonder how she did this. Diane, have you done this? You push it thick and all of it comes out and you can't move it too well. Now, I do have those scratcher marker. What are those pens called that you get that you write on the oh, look how you can wiggle that and make it look like grass, kind of like a bush. Use this to draw. House. Oh, we got to play with this seriously. Oh, yeah. We got to seriously play like that. And then we put those colors and stuff down on it. We got to do this, y'all. Hey, Jojo. What am I using? Okay, all right. This, I don't know. Probably Tim Holtz distress strain and alcohol mixed together, maybe even little ink mixed in with it. I don't know. I don't know. This is calligraphy ink, and it is Verde, and it came in the Chinese calligraphy ink pen set. It says A&M Verde. That's what it says. So I'm leaking it everywhere. That's not gonna come off. God dog, I'm gonna get rolled up again. Look at that. That top does not close, and it is on right and tight, and it leaks. I'm glad I've been having it setting up this whole time. Look at that. Oh man. Hmm. And then this is, the daubers that you get to mix the stuff with. That is what this is. Oh, I've got a sea sponge. Bop bop tree. Yeah, I got a sea sponge. But I want to do it like she did though. Y'all watch her. I want us to do it like she did it. Oh, sorry. Wait, I can't. I am you. Did you hear me? The Verde. I don't know the company. It came in a Goodwill box of the Chinese calligraphy sets that you can buy. It came with that and a glass pen, and it was some kind of calligraphy set. I don't know. That's back when I first started. I thought I wanted to learn calligraphy because Verde is green. Oh, well, G. Okay. Well, it's green ink and it says AM Verde and that's it. There's no other marking, no company name. It's some Chinese writing right there. I know it's Chinese writing right across here. That's all I know. Um, and it came with those brush sets. I have some of those too because I was gonna do that. Oh, Lord, that was a mess. Didn't we do that one night on here? Or was I doing it on some other live? Oh my God, that was a mess. That was a mess. We can't leave this ugly. We gotta do something. Let's move it up a little bit. Okay, thinner Doppler, because hers was, I think it was actual one in the ink pod, but it was a thin Doppler. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. And the ink was a whole lot better. And she did say you had to practice squishing it out. Only one night a mess. And the other blue stuff glitter was some kind of crap I made. I used some Tim Holtz Mariner, that's the stain, some alcohol, some blue ink. I don't know. I was mixing some crap. Oh, that's pretty. It's not, it's actually looking like some grass stuff here. See? That's cool. I mean, we can make some flower stuff on that, put some different stuff in gesso right there in a little bit, something. Okay, I don't feel too bad. This could be one of those Moses trees. The burning bush tree. We can make Juju a bird up there. That was a house I was drawing. We can make that a flying house. Maybe, tornado came. Look at that. You can actually do that. I thought that heifer was doing some stuff, but she was not lying. Miss Callie, I'm sorry. I might could do something if I actually quit playing and actually try to do something. Huh. Maybe Cece was right, but let's not tell her that. This is fun. Okay, who's got some ink? And gloves. Y'all might want to get some gloves. Ink and gloves. Y'all got ink and gloves. Let's plan on this tomorrow. I know I've got a pipette. Not I can get a hold of a needle. They got them at Walmart. Okay, I don't feel too bad now. Just trying to get this pool and stuff going up. Okay, I don't feel too bad. That looks okay. I could actually do something with that. Not that, but everything else. I could paint over that with some paint. The next thing she did was she took those brushos and sprinkled on like those magical things. And then just spritzed it with a little water, and it just blew out and made a tree. Pretty as you please. I was shocked. I said, oh, she lying. I got to try this. She wasn't lying. Just some cadmium. Now I got to finish this before I go to bed. Dadgummit. Some burnt sienna. I'm going to drop that. Let me see. Some orange. I need some yellow. I want some caddy yellow. Give me yellow. Alright. A little round brush. This is a round brush. Like I know what I'm talking about. I need a round brush. This is what the banks on the rivers in Mississippi look like. You think that's mud? It's not. It's gumbo. You bought some oil pastels, but you don't know how to use them yet. Ooh, I saw that lady that I just told you, Callie Lawson, Lawson. Go look at her stuff. I think she had. I know she was doing watercolors, so it was either her or the one that popped up under her. But check her out right quick while I'm on here because I could look at my history because it was on my phone. I looked at it on my phone. She had some oil pastels, and I watched it because I thought it was some regular pastels, but they were orange pastel. I mean, oil pastels. What is it that? And then she was Cally. It was my ink intense, but it was a blocks. All that popped up when I looked at her on those brustolas. Okay. That's looking pretty good there. That's starting to look like a muddy bank. Go over here. Take it around here so it'll be mud. Putting this down so I can make my mud. Okay, check, look at the playlist. And then look on the side, where it leads into the other people on the side. And it's a young girl with some long brown hair. Jennifer something, I think was her name. I can look her up if she doesn't have what you need, because she was talking about oil pastels, and she was a real good teacher. Well, not a teacher, but an instructor, kind of, explaining it. She had a talent for that, and she's doing a really good job. I know I don't need to mess with no oils. I don't have time for acrylics to dry. I'll never make it through some oils. Like, I need this here to dry. I'm gonna have to leave it because that ink, that's kind of too wet. It's starting to be a little black to brown. I have to back work on that. I don't know what those little flowers are called. But they were so pretty. I think that's all I'll be able to do tonight. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's see here. Oh, Miss Beth, you good. You got some oil pastels. Thank you. Got some oil pastels, Miss Beth. Okay, on your oil pastels, I would use my regular pastels like the oils, wouldn't I, if I was going to work with them? Like if I was going to try to put them down and do some stuff. All right, I'm going to stop. I can't do no more. The ink's got to dry. Okay, we'll see what the ink looks like tomorrow. And let's get some of this, some more of that green. Yeah, I will too. Because, yeah, they're like crayons. Okay. And you're going to come on at 5, aren't you, Miss Beth? 5 Central? I mean, yeah, 5 Central time. Because I got to make sure I'm. Okay, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put this up then. I gotta make sure I'm home tomorrow because I can get my pastels out. I think mine is not oil, but I stole them. I think from my son, so I don't know what they are. But whatever they are, I can play with you tomorrow. While you're doing yours, I can sit here and follow you. But I'm not gonna count on it because if I count on it and plan it, then I'll have to be at work. Put this here because we had a dirt roads, but the grass grows up in the dirt roads. So when we put the road here by the bank, see, make this a road, cover up that nasty stuff. It's got the grass growing up in it because it's good fertile grass by all that water. We're gonna make that tree something. That's just got dry so we can cover it up. You gonna do it too, Steph? All right. That sounds like a plan. I might need to get mine out, take mine with me. Because if I can't get home in time, I can clock out and cut you on in the office. Because all I would need would just be my pastels and my book. That's it, wouldn't it? That'd be all I need to take. Okay. All right. Well, let me finish using this little orange paint up here. And put this in here. And then we will end, and I will make sure I got my stuff together just in case I can't get off until 5. And that way I can just clock out and just stay at work and watch you and do it there. That was fun. That wasn't too bad. I kind of surprised myself. I mean, that's a hot damn mess. It really is a hot mess. But it's a hot mess we could do something with. So you can't give up on it. You can always cover it up. But that's got some good bone structure there. We can cover that part up. We just going to have to cover this part up. But we can give it some bone structure and cover it up. And that tree, we can cover it up. But I mean, it's looking like something. It ain't too bad. I'm gonna set this here so it dries so I can take it with me tomorrow. And I got this paint and this ink everywhere, but this ink one needs to dry. Ain't that pretty? That would look pretty on the pocket. So we gotta hang that up and let that dry. I ain't doing grunge, but that'd be a pretty grunge one. All right. Well, I thank y'all for being here with me tonight and struggling through all this with me, because I've had a struggle night. But I was going to do this challenge and I was not going to give up. Oh, thank you. She makes a big old mess. Well, I can't say nothing. You should not be messy at all. I'm about to soak them in hand sanitizer and go in there and get the Clorox back out. My hands ain't gonna be no count. I wonder why my nails break. I have broke every nail on my hand. I got that. This ink bottle is does not lock and does not seal. It has spilled everywhere over here. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So everybody will meet over at Miss Best tomorrow with your oil pastels or your pastels, watercolor pastels, chalk paint pens, woodly toomy, wormies, whatever you got to scribble with. And at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time on Miss Best's channel tomorrow. Oh yeah, your chalk pastels. I'll post my journals. It won't be tonight, but I'll post them. I don't know how to post them, but I'll figure it out. I guess just take a picture of them or something. Do a flip through or something. Night. I'll see y'all tomorrow if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. And I'll see you at Miss Best tomorrow too, and probably in and out through the rooms before then. But it'll be a busy day, so if I holler hey and don't talk no more, you know that means it's just in the background playing while I'm working or out about working. Okay. All right, I'll get with her. Thank you. Night, everybody. Y'all have a good one.